to my Wednesday Muse, just spreading the muse. Be sure to join me on Sundays if you're available. I'm doing a weekly webisode at 11 a.m. Mountain Time called Change Your Stars. It's basically how to navigate your intuitive gifts to live your life with purpose. And I believe we all have intuitive gifts, just some of us have put them in a little treasure box. They come in a variety of ways, whether it's hearing or sensing or visioning. But today I want to muse a little bit about the heart. Um, but be sure to join me on Sundays. I also have done a couple meet me for coffees with two really encouraging beings. My friend Maciel, he does dream incubation. So we talk about dreams. He's doing a free seminar or free summit about dreams. So be sure to watch that. I'm launching that on Sunday. And I'm also did a meet me for coffee with Mary Shirtliff. She does we talked about the new Chinese year of the ox and some things to go in transition. Mary does feng shui more with flying stars, which is kind of cool because this year the year my house was born, the stars are the same. So I'm kind of curious how all this is going to play out. But I believe we all have intuitive gifts that are as unique and individual as our thumbprint. Just sometimes we get consumed with somebody else's gift or talent, so we can't look in the mirror and reflect and recognize the beauty that resides within us naturally or organically. So it kind of gets lost in translation. So today I wanted to muse about our heart, tuning into the frequency of our heart. It's really a thing, what being heart-centric even is, and how often do we even have a conversation with our heart? It's kind of a curious question. So I like to think of the Wizard of Oz and the Tin Man. You know, he was always in search of the heart because he didn't realize that he already had a heart, but didn't have the heart to know that he had the heart already in the first place, right? The Wizard of Oz. So the heart is kind of our heart center. It's our heart chakra, but I feel like it's also out in our energetic field as well. So we have all these images or pictures that kind of float in our auric field. So we have a high heart, a middle heart, and a low heart. And I feel these aspects, they're really a thing because we have this field around us. It's a natural force of protection. It's a way that we can boundary up, if you will. We also just experienced this amazing solstice. I hope you all got to venture out and see the planets as the star that they were. But two of the planets actually moved to a new dimension or a new grid is kind of what I want to say, or how I experience these things with Saturn and Jupiter after cosmic years of having a communion again in an air sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is the instigator, it's the rebel, it's the innovator, if you will, or the renovator. But our heart is who we really are. So our heart is our place in cosmology where we shine naturally. It's the inside part of us that shines the most. It's our own inner stargate. Everything in our inner outer being actually needs to be checked against our heart, or our inner heart in particular. Not my heart, but your own heart. So it's your own inner heart needs to have these conversations about your needs and your wants. And that's kind of how our queendom lights up, is when we unite all of this inner light that resides within each and every one of us. So it's just what our heart's intentions are. And that's more of what enlightenment is. It's our own cosmic soup and our own inner ingredients. You have your own inner ingredients and I have mine. It's just we have to know exactly how to direct our entire beingness because into the being that we want to be or become after you've created a drawbridge or secured the boundaries around your own inner village. So we have to have these inner heart conversations that come first, and this energy makes the world go round and round and round. It's kind of literally the truth because love is the energy behind all of creation. That's why it's first and literally the most important. Is the first thing we should all do is actually love ourselves the most first, because everything in the galactic universe comes from love. It actually comes from, I mean, if you think about how the sun shines down on planet Earth, you know, it expresses all its love and all its joy and all its source of energy all over life on Earth, whether it's a plant, a person, the ocean, the frequencies, the vibrations. So everything in reality runs literally kind of from the sun. Seasonal depression, get more sun. So we have all of these things that are really a thing. But our reality is from our love to the limits of our love space. And this creates everything that we experience as human beings because we are literally in the center of our own galactic universe, which is our heart center, our love center. So, reality is really about casting our love and filling our heart with love and expanding that love out into the greater universe or the galactic universe. And that's when love attracts things to us. It's because we're frequenting the same frequency as that love vibration. So, love really is, in fact, the secret ingredient into the law of attraction. So it's whatever your heart is playing and what tune it is frequenting. And even the conversations that we have in our head, if they're self sabotaging or if they're self uplifting, right? Self esteem. So the note you're singing is what you are always attracting in all ways. So frequencies really are a thing. And when we get caught up on love or what love is, even from other people, people think love comes from outside of them, but actually it comes from our own inner garden. Um, it doesn't come from anything outside. It doesn't come from other lovers, other children, or pets. It's just how God universe kind of built it in this matrix. So as all the love is coming from yourself, that's when we feel amazing love. For a pet, for me, it would obviously be Sir Didymus. But that love isn't really coming from Sir Didymus. That love is coming from my own heart space. So we have this resonant feel of being in love and feeling love, Sir Didymus and I. So that's kind of our little codex, right? Because it's coming from my own inner heart center. So the only way you can spread more love, honestly, is to love yourself more and more and more. And that's how you can share your love garden outside of you because the energy just keeps growing and growing and growing. Now, even another thing, real quick, is toxic environments. If you're in an environment that doesn't have a lot of love, you know that's when you're always cleaning out the chaos. But the greatest love on earth is literally the love that we have for our own heart self. That's the organic sun. The amazing aspect is the garden of that sun, right? Even the elements when they all come into play. So the sun is just always shining and loving at its own inner core, its own energetic self. The sun really can't get enough of itself if you think about it, right? It's just eating itself up and lighting itself up with love. But you have to have a lot of love for yourself to shine that bright for billions of years, right? And to not screw up your own love light code, that innerness that resonates within each and every one of us. So, honestly, I think religion has taught us in a lot of ways that we're not lovable unless we're absent of sin. And absolutely, I believe, in my opinion, that's a lie. It's kind of a mind game that's been played on the human field for control, actually, you know. The thing I think we need to fear not is God. That's kind of a man law. So we have universal laws and man laws, which I'm not going to get into. But so yeah, one other note, I don't want to get too far on my love tangent, but join me Sunday because I'm going to talk about being heart-centric and what that means in the higher mind, the lower mind, the middle mind, and the different deacons of love. If you haven't joined my corridor group, Musing Corridor, a venue for healing, I actually went a little deeper into the love space. This Sunday also, I'm launching my Meet Me for Coffee with my friend Mackie Yell. We talk about dream incubation. He's doing a free summit about incubating your dreams. So that was a great show. So be sure to watch that. And the following Sunday, I'm having my good friend Mary Shirtliff on. She is a feng shui practitioner. She talks about the new Chinese New Year and how to start bringing in different elements to shift your heart space or your home space. With the flying star feng shui, there's different aspects in feng shui and different cosmologies in feng shui. So once you start having an understanding of the energetics of it, it's actually even bringing in the numerology to different aspects of it. So I just got a hit on that. That's kind of funny. So the center number, which I hope you watch this video because it'll make more sense. It'll be the Sunday right after New Year's that launches. But the stars fly in flying star feng shui, so the energy of the home shifts basically. And the center of the home, everyone's home this year, is going to be a number 6, which 6 in the cosmology of numerology, if you've watched my show, is our ability to open up and receive, which is Venus. And it's kind of curious that I'm talking about the heart. So this cosmology, you can't make this shift up. So I think being heart-centric and opening to your heart is partly huge to be in the oneness field, to raise our frequencies and our vibrations as a unity and community. So yeah, be sure to join me for all this. I think I covered everything I want, but with all of that, ashe and blessings to you, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully this Sunday, join me for changing your stars and navigating and living your intuitive life with purpose, or living your life's, your purpose of your gifts. And we all have them. Ashe, blessings to you.